Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Thursday. It's Korner Booth pregame.
No debate, cause it's off. I'm too official, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant. Slay the competition, cause I'm walking like a giant. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth.
Love to see this team add another receiver, whether that's trade or free agency.
That's okay. Pittsburgh's the AARP retirement home.
There's a bunt record. That person's never going to have to worry about that thing ever getting broken.
I hate analytics. I think it's ruined the game I grew up loving.
I will do unspeakable things for the Giants to win this rule.
Oh, pause. I gotta love StreamYard, man. It's just firing off rounds left and right. Everyone like rerunning intros. You know, it's almost Christmas time when even StreamYard is acting a lot out of control. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in Korner Booth Podcast. Happy Monday to all you. Happy Monday Night Football to all you Philly and LA fans. Happy CFP Monday to 12 fan bases. Actually, you know what? I think only about 3 fan bases aren't happy this morning. 4. I guess the rest of them kind of knew they weren't getting in or knew they were or were very surprised. So we'll talk about that in a minute. It was a very nice Sunday for me yesterday. Got a nice update about a certain team making the college football playoff, and I almost, lost my shit while driving. It was very nice to get that update from Matt. Thank you, Matt. I then proceeded to go home and just after playing football for 2 hours, just celebrate like crazy. And I'm still sore as hell. Like I got to figure out a way. I got to get like an ice bath or something like that because I'm dying. Way better than last time though. But yeah, we'll get into it right now. My co-host is here, Matt O'Dawson. Matty, how you doing, brother?
Doing
I guess
well.
Nate up there he is.
Doing well. Shout out to my local Jim's Cardio TV for breaking the news about Miami getting into the playoffs. That's how I found out. It was a nice little 6x6 TV on the little bike. But other than that, I don't know. Jets lost. So what else is new? Brady, Cook. I guess I can't really be upset at him. I mean, he wasn't even supposed to start this game. And the receivers dropped a lot of passes, so we'll see how he does in Jacksonville, which is probably not good. And we're 3-10, and we're picking 7th. So football sucks.
Unfortunately, there's like 3 teams that are worse than you guys, or 6 teams that are worse than you guys. At least for now. We'll see. We'll hold out hope the Jets keep losing. I actually picked the Jets in like a little pool to win this weekend. I don't know. I've something about the Dolphins, just a letdown game. I thought was imminent, but I guess not. But it is not all bad Miami football. My producer Nate is here. Hi Nate, how you doing, buddy? Or he's in the background. Apparently somebody's trying to call. That's why I hate having my laptop sync to my phone. Either way, I guess we got a new thing going on right now where I rant and they listen. So without further ado, I guess I'm ranting. College Football Playoff Committee made their selection yesterday. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to put this thing. First round's on Jared. That's how it usually goes at the bar, I swear. Yeah, the U is in. I'm going to start off with that. Miami's in. I am very happy with the CFP committee. I am very happy with their decision. The 2 teams I wanted were Miami and Alabama. Alabama, obviously, for cruising Nate. I mean, not cruising Kevin. Obviously, my ties to Bama and Gump Twitter, well documented, and to see them actually get in after getting stomped, and I felt bad rooting against them on Saturday. I really did. I felt my gut. I'm like, I don't care who gets in with us. I want Miami in, obviously. And then I saw Bama again. I was like, you know what? Cool. I like this. Do I like how they're still ranked above us? No. Do I get why they're ranked above us? Sorta. Do I love how the 2 teams that got left off were left off? Of course I do. So to the fan bases of Vanderbilt, Texas, BYU, I'm sorry. It didn't work out this year. You guys all great seasons. BYU especially. Phenomenal seasons. To Steve Sarkisian, shut up. Seriously, shut up, dude. Like I thought Arch wasn't even going to run as a quarterback until about 6 weeks ago. Great work with him in the back end of the season, but Texas, you don't got it. And Diego Pavia and Vanderbilt, just go away, dude. Like nobody wants to talk to you anymore. Even though he went somehow have an outside shot at the Heisman, don't get me started how that works. I don't know. It's a weird position we're in right now in college football because there's no clear running for Heisman. And we have all this controversy with the CFB. But there's one fan base that I want to call out today. That's Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Here we go. Notre Dame missed out. Unfortunately, they had to know once BYU got separated between. Listen, the CFP's how they went about kicking Notre Dame out and putting Miami in. It's kind of sketchy. I'll give Notre Dame that. But there should have been no doubt. They shouldn't have ranked Notre Dame over Miami in the first place. The best theory I saw was they were counting on Miami losing another game, but they didn't. And they kind of got backed into a corner, and they had to put them in because they're like, oh, crap, they won 5 straight. They look really good. They're blowing every team out they play, including ranked Pitt. And Notre Dame's been beating up on basically me, Matt, and Nate, and a bunch of other guys in Pats. So it wasn't a good look. And the second they got put side by side, it was obvious who was better. And listen, Notre Dame had outranked by one thing in every single stupid metric, but the one metric that matters is head to head. And I don't care if it's week one. Week one matters. And unfortunately for Notre Dame, Miami won. So honestly, if you go back and watch the game, it wasn't that close until the very end when Brian who's a very valid Notre Dame fan, has said this before. For 3.5 quarters, Miami dominated that football game, then pulled their foot off the gas, as they have a tendency to do. And if it wasn't for a money kick from 48 yards in the rain, Miami probably loses to Notre Dame. But because they were bailed out by a good kick and then started to get their offense together up until the Louisville game, and then, maybe possibly had a game stolen from them in SMU. I'm not going to talk about it. We are here. Shout out to the Duke Blue Devils, by the way, for the ACC title at 8-5. Congratulations, Manny Diaz. To the Duke fans trying to talk shit to us, you guys realize you helped us out, right? I want y'all to understand something. We would have smoked both of you guys, you and Virginia, but because of tiebreakers, I'm standing on business here at this point. But to Notre Dame, to your smug, pompous athletic director, who was on Dan Patrick's show today, ranting about how there's a damaged relationship between the ACC and how, oh my Lord, this is reprehensible. Dude, we're one of their biggest business partners, but you're not in their conference. Miami gets top billing. This is like the guy complaining that, like a client complaining that he took his son's, a company took the son, like the family side over the client side. It's like, dude, Miami, as much as the ACC hates them, is in the ACC. As much as you guys claim, oh, we're not mad about Miami. Of course you are. There's been a rivalry going back since the 80s. And then you do what you always do when it gets tough. You bail out of the rivalry. The 80s, once Miami started whooping on y'all, you backed out until the 2000s. You guys won the first one again in 2016. Congratulations. Great win. Deshaun Kaiser was incredible that game. But then 2017, Malik Rozier and the boys ran you guys off the field, and you guys pulled out again until last year. Until this year when we won again. And now you're moving the game back to mid-November. Notre Dame, to me, and this is what really annoys me, is you have to acknowledge the history of college football. You have to acknowledge Notre Dame. But the way they've acted in recent years is the stupidest way to handle a program. Kevin always says you market great. It's a great way to do it. The issue is when you market great and act like a sore loser, it's not a good look. This looks worse than Diddy's lawyers trying to file a suit against 50 Cent. That's how it's just as bad. Oh my God, we didn't make the playoffs. So now we have a clause getting us in next year if we're in the top 12. What? What in the, I know that's a rumor, but the fact that it's even a rumor is horrifying. And on top of all of that, threatening the conference and taking legal action, what kind of soft, it's sports, dude. Dude, you've been like skating the system for decades, not having to pay any conference fees, basically picking your own schedule when every other team didn't have to. It keeps going. And here's the worst part. You picked 2 hard games. You lost them both. I don't care if it's by less than a possession. You still lost. USC honestly took you guys to the wire too. And you almost lost a 4th time. If we count the whatever, but 3rd time. But here's the deal. I have no sympathy for Notre Dame, and the way they're acting makes me hate them even more. Because holy cow, dude, like, you look like the kid who takes his ball and goes home when he loses. We're not going to play in a bowl game. By the way, that's their announcement. What? Bro, like, think of all the seniors who aren't going to the NFL or who are going into grad school afterward, or the cheerleaders, the event staff, all these people who are looking forward to one last game in the Irish uniform. As much as I hate the team and hate the brand, I respect the sport and I respect the players on that team. But no, we're going to pull out of this bowl game because we're not going to give money to a brand that's so against us. What do you mean? You literally have a multi-million-dollar deal, $1 billion with freaking NBC every week. How the hypocrisy here is insane. I get why some other teams are pulling out of bowl games because they're in such bad bowl games. It makes no sense. Or they're losing coaches, losing players, whatever. I get it. Miami's in this position in 2022, I think, or 21 when they had half the team out of COVID. I get it. It happens. But Notre Dame just looks like a sore loser. And I shout to our boy Kevin, by the way. He put in a great video. Check it out on the Belly Up TikTok and Belly Up Instagram. Dude, I'm disgusted. Like, I thought I hated Florida State and Clemson and Pitt, all these ACC teams more than I could ever hate Notre Dame. As much as I like, I'm told to hate Notre Dame as a rivalry. They annoy me. They're lame. I call them Notre Dame for a reason. But then they do this. What the hell? Like, this is literally the most spoiled brat behavior from a fan base in a school and an athletic program. And their athletic director looks like the snobbiest CEO who got caught with his pants down. He's like, oh, we lost, so now we're going to sue you. It's like, dude, grow up. Honestly, Miami, Alabama, any of these teams except for maybe JM. I see the JMU, Tulane thing, whatever. Group of 5 teams, I get it. But any of those teams other than the group of 5 teams take on Notre Dame, they're all getting killed, homie. Maybe one's close. Maybe A&M's close. Because that game went down to the wire. But all the teams in the 4 with the buys, even worse. So let's be honest here. Let's keep it a buck, okay? The only reason your offense works is because of Jeremiah Love. Carr's a decent young quarterback, but he's not there yet. Next year, we'll talk. I mean, listen, like, if Notre Dame comes back with a great recruiting class and great transfer portal window, and Marcus Freeman's got the, like, chest up, ready to go, congratulations. I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt. But here's the thing. You guys, I wasn't scared of you guys in the least bit. If you guys wanted to run it back again to see who goes in the playoff, I'm like, all right, let's keep it a buck. Miami by 2 scores. Easy. We don't have to do that now because the committee finally made the right decision. So, all that being said, congrats to Miami, Alabama, and the rest of the teams that made it. My condolences to BYU and to Texas. Not really to Vandy. You guys really had no shot. And then Notre Dame. Spoiled losers. That's what happens. But other than that, boys, how we doing? Nate, by the way, welcome in. Our excellent producer, Mr. Nate over here, Nate of 3rd and 10. How you doing, brother?
Hi, Jared. Hi, Matt. Good to see you both. Love the segment. Great start to the show. I was very happy to see your boys in. That way less stress was on your shoulders. I know if things didn't go the way that it did, we wouldn't be sitting here and you'd be ranting about how Notre Dame was in and it'd be ugly. But so I'm glad that we don't have to explore that scenario much longer. But how do you feel about the Aggies, boss? I mean, I know we joked around with them this year quite a few times. But how do you feel about them being your first round opponent?
Here's the deal. They are literally, this is the worst part to me. They are worse than the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland and the Las Vegas Raiders in terms of me betting on or against them this year, or Matt's LSU Tiger or your LSU Tigers. So here's the deal. I was like, okay, A&M's had a great season. We'll kind of take this on. But now you got their offensive lineman basically saying he's not worried about Ruben Bain. Bro. This dude gives Nick Saban nightmares. And Akeem Mesidor, really? Like, the two of them are the 2 top-ranked edge rushers in this draft class. Okay, keep that same energy, partner. Keep it. Like seriously, like we'll see on the 20th, 12 noon, high noon. We'll keep it a buck. It's gonna be fun. All right, we'll be at College Station. You guys are have your stupid little cult, the 12th man. We're about to take a cult off the map. We're doing it. Let's go. You know what? Now that Miami's in, it's scorched earth. They kept us out last year. They kept Cam Ward out just to watch Indiana get smoked. It's okay though, because Indiana redeemed themselves this year. Congrats to Indiana on their first Big 12 title, Big 10 title since like the 70s. Congrats, guys. Kirk Cignetti, you have my begrudging respect. I still think you're an annoying turd, but I think you're one of the better college football coaches. So congratulations.
His quarterback's annoying. I'll tell you that.
And Mendoza, dude, he is a weirdo. But you know what? I like weirdos who can win football games, man. That's the way to put it, man. Like everyone could say Mahomes is a weirdo, so is Jalen Hurts. Josh Allen's a dork and a half. Not everyone could be cool like Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow, but wait, neither of them have a Super Bowl.
I don't think Hurts is weird. He's just
Hurts speaks in motivational speeches.
My favorite is always, when he was at Alabama and the Vanderbilt lineman was like talking trash to Bama.
Yeah.
And he was like, Alabama, you're next. And Hurts is like, what did he say? He was like,
he was like, I think we had a bye week, but yeah, I guess we next. Or something like that.
I forgot what it was.
It was something like he's like, well, technically we're not next, but okay.
Technically, something like that. And then they blew out 56-0. And
that was so funny. I remember when Vandy was 3-0 for like a week.
Well, I don't care. Mendoza gets those weird little press conferences as a Jack quarterback, as long as he wins games, even though we're picking 7th, as long as he wins games.
Anything's better than Adam Gase.
I can't wait for him to get his first win as a Jets quarterback. And be like, oh, glory to God. Like tears crying. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but like, tears calling down his face. Like, I love playing for the Jets. I'm going to be laughing.
That's what they all say the first few years until they get into year 3 and 4. Then they don't love it anymore.
Yeah,
he's a character.
The craziest shit about all of this is that, dude, I understand why Notre Dame fans are upset, but this is on the CFP for promising them a false bill of goods. If I'm going to keep it a buck, by the way, shout out to Cam Ward. I'm using that for the rest of the season. I literally said, yeah, I know.
Great win on Sunday.
I said that in front of my coworkers, my parents, my girl. I said in front of everybody, keep it a buck. Oh, get that stupid shit out of here. They lost to Cam Ward. This still wins, boy. Even though
I'm saying great win by you.
No, I'm talking to Matt. Matt did the little roly bull.
Oh, yes, do it.
Yeah, show that Kmart Casio. Here we go.
He got 4 touchdowns. He had 350 plus.
Who cares? You lost.
Yeah, but he played really good. Like you got to give credit where credit's due.
Listen, here's I'm gonna keep it straight with you. Okay, I don't give a crap unless he's my fantasy quarterback. I only care if you win or lose.
I almost started him too.
This is a zero-sum game, man. This is a zero-sum game, win or loss. But hey, Shedeur Sanders looks pretty good against a very bad Titans defense. Shedeur Sanders looked pretty good.
I think he was just announced starter for the rest of the year.
He was
good.
Yes,
listen,
he was.
Shedeur, I will formally come out and say this right now. I want you to succeed. Okay.
Me too.
I think you're a cocky prick. But listen, if you can back it up, brother, go for it. Okay? Dude, seriously, sky's the limit, bro. I think you're cocky, but you know what? If you can back it up, do it. Seriously, no hate. Go off, King. You do what you got to do. Listen, I have people in my life who can't stand Anthony Edwards because he's cocky. But my retort is, he's the best shooting guard in basketball. When he's not trying. Why? Who's better, Nate?
Is Jaylen Brown a shooting guard?
He's better than Jaylen Brown. Stop it. Not even close. Because I just watched Jaylen Brown take on, no disrespect to the Celtics, that's my girls' team. We all know it. I watched Jaylen Brown take on the Timberwolves. Ant smoked them. By the way, Jaylen Brown's a small forward, by the way.
Okay, there you go. Then we're good. We're good.
It wouldn't matter if he was either.
Wouldn't matter, Nate.
I'm keeping it a buck. Ant's got a fully rounded game. Jaylen Brown disappears. He does. It's not close. There's other guys you could have said, Nate, but you said Jaylen Brown. You lost me. No disrespect to Jaylen Brown, Mr. Disappearing Hairline himself. I respect the hell out of him. He's a great player. He's arguably probably one of my favorite players in the Celtics. I'm going to keep it a buck, though. He's not better. He's not better than Anthony Edwards.
I mentioned Brown because I betted him recently, and he came through for me. So, and then I've been on an off night, and I was so mad. I was like, "That's darn it."
Yeah. Listen,
I mean, I feel like that's fair.
I think Jaylen Brown is a top 5 shooting guard in the league, but I just think the problem is Ant's won. That's my point.
It's fair. I mean, behind Anthony Edwards, you're looking at like Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell, and I would take Anthony Edwards over the both of them.
Yeah,
Austin Reeves,
go away.
No, seriously, statistically,
stats only are a third of the equation. There's also eye test. There's also eye test, leadership. Fear. We keep going, but I'm not here to debate basketball.
Austin Reeves.
I know his Lakers bias is showing. I'm just
come on.
I'm just literally saying this right now with Shadur Sanders. I would love the kid to succeed. It sucked what he went through on draft night. Let's keep it straight. Like it did. After the 3rd round, I'm like, okay, this kid's suffered enough. Can we just get somebody pick him already? Like, and then they took Dylan Gabriel for the Brown. I'm like, I love Dylan Gabriel. I think he's gonna be a great player as a backup quarterback, or even like a journeyman guy. But like, and here's me keeping it a buck about Shedeur. His ceiling, he's probably gonna get into like 1 or 2 Pro Bowls because he's got a good brand. He'll be an above average quarterback. He's basically poor man Dak.
Oh,
that's not bad. Solid player. With his popularity and branding, that's a solid player.
He's got the defense there. He just needs a few more pieces on the offense if that's the case.
I honestly just need offensive line.
Yeah, offensive line, another receiver with Jerry Jeudy, and then they're pretty good because Quinshon Judkins, and then you got David Njoku. Just get somebody else. And
Sampson's been playing out of his mind last 3
games.
Oh,
yeah.
Fannon's a solid tight end, too, as a rookie.
Yeah, free Njoku, bro. Free Cedar Grove's finest.
Well, the joke is they figured it out. I mean, those 2 guys are.
Took a while. Well, unlike Kyle Pitts, he's finally broken out.
Yeah,
dude, I feel so bad for Zach Ertz. By the way, I'm not the biggest Zach Ertz fan. As well documented, he's like one of my least like the Eagles. I was never a fan of his, but dude, I still have respect for him. He's Super Bowl champion with us. Dude, I feel so bad. That was a cheap hit, and oh my god, I watched it today on Twitter. I was like, oh my lord.
Yeah, and he's 36. I mean, that's going to be a lengthy.
Him and Julie. I think him and Julie got a kid coming on the way.
It's I mean, if he comes back, maybe a year, but that's a big injury to come back from at 36. Yeah. Plus, at the same time, the Commanders are just
come coach tight ends in Philly, bro. You royalty out here.
The Commanders are just trying to have a.
Don't show the injury, Nate. Don't show the injury.
No, your Heisman finalist. Sorry, they just got announced a minute ago. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Mendoza. It's Mendoza. I mean, if they give it to Jeremiah Love, that'd be so effing funny.
Statistically, Sayan does deserve it.
Yeah, but dude, he disappears in big games. It's the second time. Like, did he barely survive? He was better in the second half against Michigan, but he disappeared against Indiana? Mendoza beat him head to head. Pavia is just there because of the branding. Also, they just want to put his mom on TV. And then
I'm missing something because of Pavia. I'm missing something. I don't understand that one.
Oh, it's because he's like, he beat all these teams this year, and he's the branding that he's got behind him, and the whole thing with his mother and the storyline there, and that Jeremiah Love's the best non-quarterback in the country right now. If you wanted to go defense, put the kid from Texas Tech or Ruben Bain in there.
Now, what do you think?
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, I think Heisman and things like that are pretty big popularity votes, and I think Mendoza is the hottest guy out there right now.
Yeah, Mendoza's winning this thing. I think this year's a joke. I seriously do. The Heisman really kind of dropped the ball, but I think this could have been the year to put a defensive guy in and get a defensive winner, and not have a fake one like Travis. Like, listen, let's keep it a buck. Travis Hunter wouldn't have even been in consideration if he didn't have as many offensive snaps as he did.
I mean, two-way player.
And the problem is he wasn't even the winner. It should have been Ashton Genty.
Incredible year, by the way. Poor guy suffering in Vegas.
Yeah.
You know what the worst part is? Hey, at least he's healthy. Because Travis Hunter ain't right now.
Surprisingly healthy. That poor man's running behind a crap offensive line.
Yeah, I know. Basically, it's me and Matt blocking for him.
Yeah.
Geno Smith better start riding back.
Yeah, I know.
Geno Smith's not going to have a job.
Kenny Heisman out here.
Geno Smith's not going to be playing quarterback for the Raiders next year.
Dude, Geno Smith might be in the XFL next year. I'm so disappointed in Geno. That's my dog. I love Geno, and I feel so bad.
Go ahead, boss. Sorry.
Kenny Pickett. Yeah, Kenny Pickett looks pretty good out there. And listen, Kenny Pickett's not a bad quarterback. Honestly, if he's a serviceable journeyman quarterback, he was good in the 2 games we needed him in Philly. And honestly, the only reason he got dealt was because Tanner McKee was just like, Howie Roseman's like, I can develop this guy and trade him for more picks. He did say Philly's going to be a QB factory, so we shell out backup quarterbacks for draft picks. It's what we do. Bradford, Wentz,
I got draft picks.
Pickett.
Speaking about draft picks, Matt is chilling. He's about to have 2 very high ones quite soon because of the Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the fact that I think there's 12 teams in the league right now that are under 500, so the Jets picking 7th at 3-10 is because everybody has 5 or less wins. You don't get until pick 13 until you get to an above 500 guy. It's insane this year.
Looking at this year, like, what the hell did I step into? Like, seriously, he's like, dude, the Chiefs are bad, the Ravens are bad, the Bengals are bad, the Cowboys are average. Like, let's look at this list, okay? So the cutoff is 19 at Pittsburgh, right? Look at all these big brands, the Giants, the Commanders, who are supposed to be the next big thing up there, right? We have the Dolphins. We have the Bengals with Joe Burrow, just off the Super Bowl less than 5 years ago. Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, league MVP. Kansas City, same thing. Dallas, again, they're just coming off a loss to Detroit. And then, like, that's all the under 500 or 500 teams. Now, let's keep it a buck. If Philadelphia doesn't have 3 bonehead mistakes, Dallas is a losing record right now.
Yeah, and right in front of us, I'm looking, my eyes are on the Raiders and the Saints as to possible teams that could take a quarterback. Like, I think the Browns might stick with what they have.
The Raiders are totally going quarterback. They're done with Geno.
So essentially, I need the Raiders to not finish with the first overall pick, because if any of those other teams besides the Saints can get the first, then I'm calling them and offering whatever they want for 1. If they want Mendoza.
2 kidneys.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's be straight here. So, like, if we're gonna take it, all right. So, I honestly, the Giants are weird to me because, Nate, what's the Giants' biggest weakness right now? O-line, right?
No.
You can't tell
me actually.
You can't tell me D-line.
No, of course. I would say.
Would you say Caleb Downs goes first overall with you guys?
I would love Caleb Downs. He's my favorite.
I feel like you guys would trade back on that. I don't think you guys would.
Sure. No, I was talking about with my best friend Josh the other day. Whoever's going to be one, because he's a Titans fan. So whoever's going to get 1, we're going to trade down from it because we just. Yeah,
Titans are going Ruben. Titans are going to take Ruben Bain. I'm just going to tell you this right now.
That'd be very nice.
I will. Listen, the Titans are always been a team I've rooted for since the CJ2K Eddie George days, going way back, all the way back to when we were children. Got much love for Tennessee. Cam Ward obviously playing quarterback there. If they take my dog Ruben Bain, I'll be very happy. I would love my Eagles to take Akeem Mesidor at the end of the first round. I would love that.
Who's that one? I'm sorry.
That's the other edge rusher in Miami. He's the number 2 ranked edge rusher in the draft.
There's a guy named Arvell Reese that's been skyrocketing up boards.
Yeah, let him skyrocket. Let Mesidor fall. I want another Miami guy in Philly because we've seen with Jalen Phillips how well that works out.
All right, Nate, if you can lose again, and then maybe we can lose the Jags, maybe we'll squeeze into the top 5. We can end on that.
We play the Commanders twice. Sorry.
We play the Commanders this week, which is
I'm not worried about the Commanders.
Go Commies! Get Nate a better draft pick.
I'm not worried about the Commanders taking a quarterback, though. So I'm just like,
I know. It's just it's true.
We finish 5 or better, and then we'll trade with Nate that he gets Downs and we get Mendoza.
Hell yeah. Honestly, or Carnell Tate.
Ooh, Carnell Tate with Malik Neighbors.
Oh, I will lose my mind.
Let's put J-Mo out there. We'll each of them will kill for 2,000 yards receiving.
I'm so glad he'll be after this year.
I don't think it's too crazy of a thought to say I don't think the Giants are too far off of one good offseason and a good draft from being an actually competitive good team that's fighting for at least playoffs right there.
I think the only team who's terrified right now, I think obviously who's not, so right now the Commanders and the Cowboys are crapping themselves because they had a year to catch up to Philly and they both fumbled. There's a third team now that kind of jumped ahead a little bit with the Scadaboo and the Malik Neighbors and the defensive line. Offensive line's not been that bad. I'm not going to listen. I said this last year. The Giants are optimistic. I think they took a couple shots to the nards this year. They shouldn't have had to. The football gods kind of kicked them when they didn't need to. But next year, second place in the NFC East, possibly. Like I could see them being better than Dallas and Washington. Washington's biggest problem is they got to pay Daniels in 2 years, and they are paying a mortgage to a retirement home for football players.
He needs to stop playing. By the way, he needs to stop. He's been injured way too many times this year.
Dude, just stop playing. Yeah. Go in the weight room, bulk up. You're not Lamar. Lamar is a freak. We don't know how he doesn't get broken, but Lamar is Lamar.
Well, he did get hurt.
They're gonna have an RG3 2.0 with that. This is his third time coming back injured, and then he gets re-injured. Yeah, don't ruin this kid's mentality. Just let him just rest. Dude, but the Giants, everybody comes back healthy next year. You get maybe an offensive lineman, maybe a right tackle. I think that's maybe the weakest, or is it the left guard or the center?
Honestly, our weakness is actually low-key the secondary. The secondary is really bad. I mean,
well, I was going to say, you definitely you need another at least corner and safety down in the secondary. Maybe get somebody on the line and a receiver with Neighbors, and that is a whole new team if everybody comes back healthy next year.
Oh, yeah.
Boys, Ghosty has made he's returned to the corner booth. Say hello, Ghosty.
Hi, Ghost. How's it going? Yeah, our schedule doesn't look it's okay for next year.
Right. Boys, did you have to rally it back a little bit because you guys start talking about this week's games a little bit?
Oh, right.
Don't we have a new segment we're debuting for talking football today?
For the six-pack, not necessarily, but I do have the updated standings for you, boss, if you'd like. You were amazing this week, boss. Congratulations.
Hold up for a minute. Hold on for a minute. I got to make sure I'm reading this correctly.
Oh.
Developing news.
Uh-oh.
The Colts plan to work out quarterback Phillip Rivers, 44, for potential signing with Daniel Jones.
What? No!
That is an NFL notification from the NFL app.
What the shit?
Phillip Rivers?
Yo, he got drafted when I was in third grade. I'm 30, almost 31.
I mean, they really don't have it.
Nate was like a baby when he got drafted to the NFL.
But he hasn't played in
3
years.
What is happening?
Oh, boy.
Holy
This is great for the Jets because this will just probably help.
He's visiting them tomorrow.
There's got to be other quarterback options out there. Seriously.
I mean, all three of them are hurt. Jones gone. Leonard's hurt.
I know.
AR's not going to get activated.
There's other Nate. While we're starting talking six-pack standings, you mind looking up some of the available free agents quarterbacks? I'm really curious.
Sure, of course, yeah.
All right, so here we go. I'm in second. Back on the saddle, boys. Maddie's one behind Matt. I think it's the closest I've ever been to you this late in the season ever.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I gotta give a shout out to the fellow nominees. I'm not gonna lie, I gotta give a shout out to all the college teams except for Ohio State. You suck and I hate you for blowing that dude. I was excited. And to the Chicago Bears, you're still a piece of garbage. But to the Houston Texans, God bless you for doing the Lord's work. That defense, we'll start talking six-pack right now. The Houston Texans, man. So I only got to watch the game. I had to watch like the highlights, and then I got to watch the last quarter because we had it's a yearly tradition in the Clem House. The weekend we grab the Christmas tree, everyone decorates it. The lady came over, my parents were here, even my sister who works nights was home. It was a big to do. So like we enjoyed ourselves. We decorated the tree, had some Christmas stuff going on. When everyone left, I turned the game on. It was midway through the fourth quarter. The Texans had just scored. I was like, my eyebrows went up like, oh. And I started watching the highlights during commercials. I saw a certain hit on a certain receiver who likes going fast and hitting people. Wink, wink. Karma's a bitch, ain't it?
He was hit hard.
Dude, that was a hit. Petrie, you are my new favorite Houston Texan, bro. Flex it. Get after it, baby. That was a smack.
I think he hit Kelsey too. That was a legal hit.
I'm gonna make a plea to Travis Kelce, bro. You are one of the greatest tight ends to ever walk the earth. You have a beautiful fiance who loves you very much. You have more money that you know what to do with. You already have your secondary career ready to go, dude. Hang it up, seriously, dude. I don't want to see another like great NFL legends brain get fried by CTE. You have taken some shots this year because here's the problem. Kelce is still playing like he's 29, 31 years old. He doesn't have that kind of speed anymore. He's getting blasted by these younger safeties. It's bad. And this is me genuinely caring. Like, my girlfriend, Katie, is a fan of Travis Kelce. And I've told her multiple times, like, he needs to stop playing because he's going to get killed. Like, Zach Ertz's game, aside from his injury, lends himself to play longer. He's a possession tight end. He doesn't take bad hits. He doesn't get out and move around and do all these dumb things. Travis Kelce's still playing like he's Isaiah Likely's age. That's not how it works anymore, pimp. You got to stop. Bro, like, seriously, Travis Kelce, I'm begging you. You're going to get your head rocked again. The more these guys are, because he runs his routes. He does his little sit down, find the hole in the zone routine, which is phenomenal. It's what's made him a Hall of Famer. But guys are keying off on him. But, dude, Texans defense, this is scary.
Yeah.
If you they're not going to win the Super Bowl this year. Hector, I love you. You're coming on the show Thursday. I can't wait to have you back on, buddy. The Texans will not win the Super Bowl, but they're going to win it next year. If they have another good offseason where they fix the offense, oh, brother. Woo! We got a Super Bowl in Houston. It's going to happen. There ain't going to be no Philly repeat. There ain't going to be no repeat of whoever wins this year. No. It's stopping next year. The Houston Texans are going to the Super Bowl. They might win it. This defense scares the crap out of me. Will Anderson, Petrie, Stingley, and all by D'Amico Ryans. These boys are mean. They're nasty. They suffocate teams. They are playing like what Miami was doing to all the ACC teams on the back end of the stretch of the season. Just wrong. It looks ugly. It's nasty. It's mean. They get another good corner. It's over. They have one elite corner and a couple good ones. They have good young safeties, good edge rusher. And the problem is they play as a team. Dude, Houston's nasty. Kansas City, they're washed. They're done. I don't think Kansas City makes the playoffs this year.
No. 6 and 7. I don't even know.
Listen, say what you want, but the top end of the league is so top heavy. Stop it, Nate. Or you go in the box.
Sorry.
I'm not sure if unless they win out, I don't know if 10 and 7 is going to do it right now with
it's not.
the AFC.
It's not.
The Chargers would have to go 1 and 3 the rest of the way if they are to make the postseason.
We'll talk about it. I think they're going to lose tonight, but but they are getting Omarion Hampton back tonight.
And Herbert's ready to go after getting surgery last week.
Let's see. I feel bad for that dude. I don't know why he's out there. Just take the one loss. Like I get it. You want to make the playoffs, but dude, I hope he doesn't get hurt again. Because I watched Daniel Jones limp off the field and I was just sad. Just sad. Speaking of which,
oh boy.
Longest running. Hey, listen, there is no team that owns a certain team more in the last decade and a half than the Jacksonville Jaguars owning the Indianapolis Colts. I don't get what it is, why it is, but especially when they're in Jacksonville. But this was in Indy, this game, right?
It wasn't it Jacksonville? I think it was Jacksonville.
Okay, yeah. Well, then the streak continues. Yeah, you had the numbers flipped. That's why I was like, usually.
Sorry.
Yeah, you kind of threw me off there for a second. Yeah, I got you. But seriously, dude, like nobody owns the Colts more than the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville. I have the Jags defense as my backup defense in one of my leagues. I literally write it as Colts ownership. So
Daniel Jones, man. He was already dealing with that leg injury, I think, and now he's got the Achilles. It's just, Philip Rivers time.
They're gonna bring him back. I don't think his job security in Indy is gonna be at risk. They're gonna bring him back for next year because he did show a lot of good flashes.
Is he on a 1 year? Or what's his deal? Is it a
It was a 1-year prove-it deal. Well, because they thought they were going to get the best out of A-Rich from bringing him in. That didn't happen. All right. Speaking of what didn't happen. Wah, wah, wah.
Yes, sir.
I wanted this to end in a tie. I hate both these teams.
I knew the spread was two in favor of Green Bay to pick the upset.
Yeah, but you know what? I said, I figured, the Bears, Caleb Williams on a hot streak. That offense can move the ball, and the Packers, honestly, their offense looked, except for Detroit, looked kind of sluggish. I was like, you know what? Like, screw it. Give me the Packers and the Bears in a shootout. Nope. Caleb Williams looked like rookie Caleb Williams last night. Not good.
No, he tried to float that one in the end zone to force that one in there to tie it up, and he had DJ Moore just right in front, just a little open, just enough to kind of squeeze that ball in there, and he just went for the home run shot, and he struck out. The Bears' offense, I thought, I don't know, I really thought that they could have won this game. I know the Packers have really good defense, but that Bears' offense is just absolutely insane. But you could see the way the game started, and the momentum with just the back and forth, the punts on the Bears. I was like, this is not going to be
DJ Moore or Coastal Loveland. Like, it was a bad game offensively.
Yeah, it wasn't what I thought it was going to wind up being. But I mean, they're not the one seed in the NFC anymore. They're not in first place in their division anymore. But they're still going to make playoffs, and they could do some damage. I don't think they're going to win it all, but they could do some damage, depending on who they play first.
Fair. All right. Texas Tech, BYU. We knew this was going to happen. Texas Tech loaded up in the portal. They used that oil money. They got after it. Hey, listen, Texas Tech's got a lot of oil money.
Money talks.
Dude, it does. And look, this team, they won. They did it. They did it they did it the way that college football wants them to do it now. And shout out Texas Tech. BYU, y'all had a great season. I'm not gonna. I make jokes about the Mormons all the time, but I respect y'all as fellow men of God, and of course the fact that you guys had a great season. No disrespect. Also, your coach is my hero for how he disrespected Penn State.
And we love Zach Wilson. Rah.
No.
Okay, we do love Puka. We do love Puka.
We do love Puka.
Indeed, we do.
And Fred
love
Warner.
Mendoza.
And Fred Warner.
Dude, this game. I was mad I lost in the 6-pack, but like, bro, I was like happy for Indiana. I'm like, this is awesome. Like, dude, I gotta love it. Even though I think they might just kick the sleeping giant with Ohio State.
Speaking of kick, I don't know how you missed that one.
I got some flashbacks from the 2023 New Year's. Woo! Shooting right.
And of course, we all avoid Indiana because it was Kelsey's seal of the deal, and we were like, we're not doing that.
It might have actually been Cruz, by the way.
If I've known that, I would have taken it.
I thought about it after the show. I'm sitting there at dinner with Katie on Friday, and I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, I think Cruz is the one who said it. Random thoughts going through my brain while waiting for my food to show up. Shit, Cruz said it. No, too late now.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
Either when we were on our way to dinner or at dinner, I'm like, thinking myself like, shit, it wasn't Kelsey, it was Cruz.
If you told me it was Cruz, oh no, yeah, it's worked out. Because if you said Cruz I would have been like, I'm down. But once you said Kelsey, I was like, nope, not doing it.
Listen,
can't do it.
We love our dog Kelsey. He's our boy. We're hoping he's feeling better, dude. But seriously, he's the kiss of death on some of these games. I swear to God. I usually do okay when I pick against him. Full disclosure. Dude, Ohio State looked like ass. I'm not gonna lie. This game was nasty, grimy. This was old school Big Ten. I was here for it. I loved it. Ohio State to me looks like a flawed, perfect team. If that makes sense. I know it's like an oxymoron, but it's like they're supposed to be that world beater, but you see the cracks in the armor. Like they could play a good Texas A&M or Miami team and lose. I don't think they're unbeatable.
On the bright side, at least they got the loss out of the way. It's better to get it out now than later.
Yeah. This was just an ass beating.
Come on.
Shout out to our girl Erica Davis. She's coming on next week. She can brag about her Georgia Bulldogs all week, and we'll totally let her take the floor. That Gunnar Stockton, the boys were rolling. They were rolling. That -3 rushing yards. Are you serious? Bro, what?
Running game is back. Good job, Nate.
Dude, like even Damian Harris, Kevin, they all were like, hell no, we don't want him in the playoff. I mean, Kevin's relieved they got in, so was Cruz, but it's like, dude, what the shit was that? I give up, man. All right. This game was just not. There's not much to talk about here. This game lived up to billing. This was a good game. I got listen. For all those who are new to ACC football, I'm a grizzled vet at this point. It's been 10 plus years now. This is run of the mill ACC. Underdog wins. It's back and forth, last second score and a turnover usually. I'm telling you right now, the two best teams in the ACC played each other last week, Miami and Pitt. Miami smoked Pitt. Miami would have railroaded Duke and would have stomped Virginia. Virginia is only in this game because they had an easier schedule than Notre Dame. I just said that out loud. Nate, can you pull up Virginia's schedule, by the way?
Sure, yes, sir.
You guys are going to laugh at this. And as an ACC guy, I just want to puke every time I say that. But, like, at least Virginia, like, Duke played good games. One of Duke's losses was my UConn, shot UConn. Okay, here we go. Coastal Carolina, North Carolina State. By the way, NC State, solid defense, except when they put Miami. William and Mary, Stanford. Florida State, double overtime win. Good win. It was a good game. I watched that live. Louisville, win. Oh, not bad. They beat Miami. Wazoo, that's awful. They barely beat Bill Belichick's dementia. Sorry, was that loud? Cal.
Rah.
Yeah, rah. Lost to Wake Forest in the ugliest game I've watched all year. Yes, I actually watched part of that game. They beat Duke the first time. Congrats. They beat Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech's terrible. Then they lost to Duke again in overtime in the ACC title game. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The highest, they shouldn't have even and they play Mizzou on the 27th, in the Gator Bowl. They're going to get roped. This is going to be bad. Like, Mizzou is a very good football team. Our boy Bo got to redeem himself a little bit. They're going to get roped. Virginia is a terrible football team. This is why the ACC needs to check the ratings. There's too many teams in the conference. It should have been Miami versus Pitt, or worse, Miami versus Virginia. And if that happens, this whole debate about Notre Dame doesn't happen. It doesn't. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and congrats, Manny Diaz. I still love you, pal.
Yeah, you must be happy. Yeah, because
I am very happy for Manny. You know what? Listen, he did his job. He got us in the playoff. To the Duke fans trying to talk smack to us, bro, that's like holding the door open for us and saying, "Ha, weak."
Makes no sense.
It's like what? Like what? It feels like something out of like a Tim Robinson skit. Like I'm like waiting for the punchline. I'm like, huh? Like, what? He's like loser. It's like, but I won. Like, what do you mean loser? It was hilarious. But shots of Duke getting the dub. Good job, boys. Very proud of you. So that's it right there. Upsets and gimme summary. I hit with James Madison. Thank God. Missed on my upset. Nate, how'd you do?
I did well. I picked the Rams to win. They blew Arizona out of the water.
I took a chaos bet, a $1 parlay. That was bear with me here, kids. It was the Raiders, the Cardinals, and the Bears.
How much would it have won?
$1 paid out $74.
Fudge. Well, hey, at least it was only $1, so you
didn't pick the Falcons as an upset, so that's nice.
Oh, poor man.
What was that? Oh, I saw
that. There was not a lot of options. All right, it was like I could have picked Troy, who was minus 23 and plus 23.5, which actually would have been
North Texas
decent.
Roped. Well, also the problem is that game. Like I'm hearing a lot of people getting that the refs in that North Texas game. It still wasn't that close, guys. I'm sorry, it wasn't. I'm not gonna split hairs here. Like, all right. That's our 6-pack review. Updated standings are Matt 61 points, myself second with 60, Brian in third with 59, and Nate the closest last place I've ever seen with 58. Here's how crazy this is. Me and Matt could go 500 next week. Nate and Brian could go ballistic like I did, and they could be in first place. That's how crazy this is right now. But
yeah, right.
This is why it's
right, boss? There's no
What?
NCAA. There's not much college football other than Army Navy this week.
Army. We'll throw an Army Navy, so it's gonna be mostly college ball this week.
Ooh, yeah, this weekend. Holy crap! I'm excited. I love Navy's uniform.
I literally watch Army Navy because my boy Pat's obviously a big Army football fan. Shout out to former co-host of the show, Pat Donahue. All right, Matt. Time for cut 3. Cut 5. Keep 3.
Almost, yes. Keep 3, cut 5.
And then
Exactly.
we'll finish off with our Monday Night preview, and we'll get on out of here by about 7:45.
Dun 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 dun.
Alrighty.
Dun dun dun.
Keep 3.
Go Birds, dickhead.
5. Oh boy. Keep 3, cut 5. All-time tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little curveball in here.
Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. Nate.
Maybe a little bit of curveball in here.
You have your 3.
I sort of do yes in my head.
All right. There could not be retired people on this list. You never know. This could be a little bit of a curveball list.
There's at least 1 or 2 of them that need to be on this list.
Maybe.
Jeremy Shockey.
Shut up.
You know what's funny? That was almost a name. I was going to throw on just as a gag, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do that to him. That's funny.
I go that rate.
All right. Starting off hot. A guy that was most recently, I believe, just inducted into the Hall of Fame. We're going to go with LA's own Antonio Gates.
Ooh.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Revolutionized position, was the first touchdown machine at tight end. Him and the guy who he's a rival of, those are 2 of my 3, and the last one played for the Patriots, if we want clues here.
Really? I thought you're thinking of the Atlanta guy.
He's in there. He's Atlanta and Kansas City. That's the guy we're thinking of.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see what
we'll see what Matt's got. Matty, next.
All right. Keeping Antonio Gates, right? You said?
Sir, yes, sir.
All right.
Best league cameo of all time.
Next up, Shannon Sharp.
No, but he's damn close. He's 5. He's my 5.
He's exciting. Dude,
he was the first big play vertical threat tight end.
Just National Guard.
Yeah, just the 3 guys ahead of him just broke the position.
Yes.
All right. So we're keeping Gates. We're cutting Sharp. Well, next up on this list, we have Jason Witten.
No, but he's reliable. Top 10. I'd say he's top 10, top 15 of all time. Bottom 3 all-time broadcaster.
Fair. All right. Mike Ditka.
No, sir.
No, but legend.
Yes.
Thank you for your service, Mike.
All right. Let's throw some curveballs in there. George Kittle.
No. He's never even been the best in the league ever in his time.
Last year he was.
Well, last year I'd say he was, yeah. Top 5 all-time entertainer. Travis Kelce? No, he's my 4.
But wait, but what about, so that means we're keeping the last 2.
You are.
Fudge. You gonna risk that, boss?
Let's do it. I'm feeling risky today.
Okay. I'm just saying. I'm saying this right now. I'll agree with you, but I would have kept Kelce because I'm scared.
Kelce was the one I feel like I'm going to regret, or Shannon Sharp. But if the last 2 are there that I think are going to be there, I think we got to do this.
You got it, boss.
All right. Rob Gronkowski.
There's one of them.
Okay. Yes.
He's number 2 all time for me.
Oh, fuck.
And you held out. I thought I can get you on Kittle or Kelce. I thought I was going to get you on one of them, and then I would get you on Gronk. And then
give me my boy. Come on, give me 88.
You would have to pass up on this guy, but we are ending it off with Tony G.
Yay! We win again.
Nice work,
for those who are keeping score at home, my top 5 tight ends all time. Number 5, Shannon Sharp. Number 4, Travis Kelce. Number 3, Antonio Gates. Number 2, Rob Gronkowski. Number 1, Tony Gonzalez.
God, he was a star, man. Come on, Matt.
Nah, Matt got us, but you know what, Nate? We stuck to our guns and we gambled and we won. There's your lesson, folks. Gambling's okay. No, I was kidding. If you have health, every state has it. Go get gambling help if you have a problem.
I figured Kittle was 50-50, and I thought in my mind, I'm like, all right, well, if they say no to Kittle, I'll get him on Kelce, and then we have another one, and then they'll say no to Tony. But no, he held out, and it worked out well.
Jared for you.
I used the force. All right. Let's Speaking of gambling and getting lucky and holding out, Monday Night Football preview: Philadelphia Eagles, San Diego Chargers. Oh, sorry, Los Angeles Chargers. I don't care. The Spanos family's evil. So Justin Herbert's playing. Amari Hampton's playing.
He is.
Jalen Carter is not. Neither is Lane Johnson.
Sadly.
Marcus Epps is playing. Welcome back. The Hitman himself is back, man. I'm excited. Makuba's got a busted ankle. He ain't playing the rest of the year.
Damn.
Sidney Brown is an amazing special teams player, but he's like a Tasmanian devil with a rocket strapped to his back. He doesn't know how to stop. But Marcus Epps is a phenomenal safety when he's in Philadelphia's system. I think Vic Fangio is going to have fun with him and Reed Blankenship in the same secondary because that same secondary got us the Super Bowl. So, and then they put CJ back in against the Chiefs, and we all know how that went. That's where my love-hate relationship with him started. Anywho's, shout out to the Buffalo Bills for being lame and not allowing us to get Darius Slay back. Y'all suck. We hate your team. Buffalo deserves everything it gets. You guys are
They just put him on the reserve list. Like, what are you gonna do? What is he like?
Well, because he doesn't want to play there. That's why they put him on the reserve list. Because he's like, I'm not playing for you guys. Like,
maybe he doesn't feel like playing.
No, everyone knows he wants to come back to Philly. Because the only other team who put a claim in for him was Philly.
So why didn't they get him?
The Bills are ahead of them.
Oh, the Bills are higher. Is that?
Yeah.
Come on, Nate.
Because the Eagles have a better standing than the Bills, so the Bills had maybe a few spots in front of them.
Gotcha. I was like, wait, why didn't they get him then? If they put a claim for him, makes sense.
No, I know the Bills are pissed because they lost a player that they liked to get him, and now he's like, I don't want to play there, which is great to hear somebody like, I don't want to play for Buffalo. If this was 10 years ago, it would have made sense.
Look, let's keep it a buck. Buffalo is a very fun team. The problem is, it's like,
that was a hell.
I don't know. It's just like they've lost their allure a little bit.
Oh, speaking of free agents, would you like me to list the quarterbacks that the Colts can sign instead of Phillip Rivers?
Perfect.
Which, by the way, he is working out with them tomorrow, but it still needs to be determined if he feels like playing, but he's intrigued enough to fly to Indianapolis, which is good. All right, let's play a different game. Would you choose Phillip Rivers or this guy? Here we go. Nate Sudfeld is number one.
Nope. I've been down there, done that.
Oh, no.
Taylor Heineke. Not bad, huh?
I would take Heineke. I hate Heineke, but I know he's a better quarterback.
He's also not 44 and's been retired for 4 years. Yeah.
All right. Clayton Tune.
No.
Dorian Thompson Robinson.
No.
Tim Boyle.
No.
Shout out, but no.
Anybody that's ever played. Who?
Bryce Perkins. Ooh.
Oh.
UFL.
Dude.
Matt likes it.
Perk get freaky, bro.
I'd give it a shot.
Anyways, Logan Woodside.
No.
Desmond Ridder.
No.
Sam Ellinger is your last one.
No. We've seen that already with them.
Yeah. You know what? There's nothing else, my friend. They're...
All right, I guess I have a better understanding. You think they called Brady? I know he's the owner, but you think they're like, hey, listen, any way you wanna, is there any way you can?
Listen, just for the one time, just for a few games and carry us through. They're screwed, man. Hey, Tyler Warren. Wildcat offense. You give it a shot. Well, you know what? I'm pretty sure Riley Leonard will be healthy enough to play for them this Sunday. I think they'll be fine.
I feel so bad. That's the quarterback marketplace right now.
Yeah. Well, he is listed as the starter. He is questionable, Mr. Leonard. So,
Jesus, there's got to be something better out there. All right.
I listed all of them for you. Oh, here we go. Brett Ripien is on the practice squad. All right. Ooh. Brett Ripien.
He played for the Jets for a year. You don't want it.
Yeah, you don't want it. All right. That's it for quarterback replacements. Back to Eagles Chargers now. The biggest key to this game today, so the word on the street is Kevin Patullo was given some influence by a certain member of the Eagles coaching staff on what to do on offense this week. Nick Sirianni's going to be having some influence with the play calling, which either means two things. One, we're getting nothing but deep shots all game.
God.
Two, a lot of outside zone reads using the fullback, which is a Jared Clem offense certified. The problem is Nick Sirianni calls offense like I do when I have a loaded roster in Madden or NCAA. All go routes and nothing but off tackle runs.
Send them.
Listen, it worked in Madden. It's got to work in real life. No,
exactly.
Yeah. Hey, listen, using the fullback, getting Saquon outside in space, throwing it deep toward elite deep threats. I mean, Kevin Matula ain't going to do it. And enough. Kevin, if I see more than 15 corner routes or comebacks or curl routes this week, I'm not going to egg your house because that's awful, but I'm going to send you a strongly worded email. I'm not going to threaten the guy. The poor guy got his house egged.
Yeah, but
yeah, he sucks at his job, but he's still a human being, man.
I know.
I'm gonna keep it straight up with you guys, though. Keep it a buck. Shout Cam Ward for the 15th time today. I like that saying, dude. I like that saying. It's fun.
It is.
The Eagles should win this game. They should, but will they? I don't know. I'm picking them. I think Jim Harbaugh is the most overrated coach in football. I think that Justin Herbert is the most talented, underwhelming in clutch performances quarterback in football. I think Philadelphia has a score to settle after their nail biter game against each other back in 2021, where Hurts led the Eagles down to win the game, but then the Eagles defense choked, and I think it was Badgley hit a 55-yarder to knock off Philly 24-21. But yeah, I also think that the biggest problem is the Chargers defense is and Philly's defense is yikes. Yikes for the opposing offense. So, all that aside, I think Philly wins. I think this is a closer game than I want it to be, but I think Philly does win. I think it's one of those, like, I'm down with the vibes, Bunny, or I'm down. It looked like everyone was laughing a little more in the locker room today. Maybe vibes are up. I'm not sure.
So I have
a feeling. Okay, so here's my genuine feeling on the vibes bunny. By the way, I think this was an inside joke to troll Philadelphia national media. I think that's seriously what this was. Like they put it up there just to mess with people, to mess with the outside media. I guarantee he was taken down like the minute after the game, after the press came in. Or they kept it up until the win just to be like, see what people's reaction would be. But that's my opinion. I think the Chargers' lack of offensive weapons is going to be fun. I think Ladd McConkey's going to have a good game because they're probably going to keep Quinyon on Junkins. So it'll be probably Coop against Ladd McConkey unless they want to move Adoree Jackson over. That's called wait on white, Nate.
Wait, Quinyon on who?
Quinyon will be covering Johnston.
Oh.
Because he's the vertical.
That's easy.
Right?
That's easy.
Oh, no, he's locking him up. If you got Johnston, I apologize in advance. But Coop against McConkey, white on white crime. This is going to be an interesting game.
So who's on Keenan Allen?
The water boy?
I don't think it really matters. I mean, it's not like he's going to be.
Actually, Adoree Jackson might be the perfect matchup. They're both old as hell.
So with the Chargers, so I'll start off by saying I agree with what you're saying, Jared. I think Philly should, and I think they'll win, and I think they should win. But I also think that you're not going to have the easiest of Monday nights watching this game. I think it's going to be one of.
That's why I already had a beverage or two. That's why
I could see the Chargers, covering 2.5. Like I think it could be really close. And it all for the Chargers, the key to victory is, I think, seeing if you can get the run game going. I think looking up the other day or this morning, I think Philly gives up around 129 yards a game rushing wise. So the only thing though is that you have Marlon Hampton coming off of an injury now. He's healthy. Vidal's been very good, but looking at the rushing lines, they have Vidal at like 30-something.5, and the same with Omarion Hampton's maybe 10 over. So I don't know. To me, it tells me they don't think the run game's going to be there today. But if they want to win the game, they're going to have to run that ball a lot. And Justin Herbert, you're going to see how he's going to play with, even though it's his non-throwing him, like that the fractured wrist and the surgery on the wrist. You got to see how he's going to play with that. This should be a Philly win. But like I said, I think this is just going to be one of those games where it's going to be really close. And if the run game gets going for Chargers early and effectively, I think we're going to be sweating. But if they can control that, I think we're going to be all right.
Something tells me that Saquon, we'll see the true Saquon come out tonight. I think he's had
he does love playing in that stadium, man.
Hey, he's had a pretty okay stretch of game.
I got a 22-point lead in my money league. Then I'm 7-6. If I can win, I'm 8-6. I get into the playoffs. He has Saquon. I got a 22-point lead.
Oh, I already got eliminated from two of my two money leagues. I'm basically just in my family league at this point. I've already quit. I think I beat Nate this week, and I didn't even set a lineup.
Well, it is 145-73 me, but you have Hurts, you have Brown, you got Devontae, you got Phillips, you got Elliott, and you have the Eagles defense tonight. So if you beat me tonight, if you beat me today, I think you do knock me out of contention. So
that is funny.
You are playing spoiler today, boss.
I lost 2 in a row off of just having no bench and not being able to have guys rotate in. So that ended up killing me because I won 3 or 4 straight in that league, and then just out of nowhere, boom, done. Other side though, yeah, Nate. We'll see how it goes today. But yeah, no. Nate, any thoughts on Eagles Chargers?
No. Other than Saquon, me predicting a big game from Saquon and AJ Brown, doing his thing. No, like Matt said, I think the Chargers run game will be a big factor tonight. The betting lines in terms of over-unders for rushing yards for both Hampton and Vidal are about the same, which does not only tell me, like Matt mentioned, that the running game may not have much success, but also the fact that they don't know who's going to succeed between. Is Hampton going to get his usual workload? Is Vidal going to eat into it, a lot more than we think? We'll have to see. But it's going to be tough. I mean, this is a really freaking good defense. It doesn't help that Herbert's hurt or still his first week back from surgery, going up against that defensive line of Philadelphia. So
give me Jalen Phillips for 1.5 sacks and Nolan Smith for 1.
I think Phillips will get 1 for sure. I think he'll get 1. I think Ajomo for some reason will get 1. I don't know. He just speaks to me right now.
So
I love Burrow. Ajomo.
They got Hampton at 36.5 and Vidal at 38.5. So if you combine those, that's a little under 80 yards or so for the game. So it almost tells me Vegas doesn't think there's going to be a big run game with the Chargers. Which, like I said, if you got a banged up Herbert who's got a hurt hand, even though it's not a throwing hand, but that still could be effective. That tells me that they're going to rely on the run game primarily.
What's the over-under for this game right now?
40.
Let me find out. I have the app open right here. Let me find it. Perfect. The over-under points-wise is 42.5. So they're not thinking it's going to be a high-scoring game at all.
They're thinking 21, 24-17.
Yeah.
It could be a completely different story once we watch the game tonight.
They dropped the Eagles spread to -1.5 too on FanDuel. They dropped it to 1.5.
Ooh.
But I don't.
That's probably because some people bet on the Chargers to win.
Yeah, Chargers are plus 100 right now, even odds.
Well, they're at home. Makes sense.
Yeah.
If it's in Philly, it's a different story.
I just want this game to kick off. I got 35 minutes of just me staring at my screen start.
You'll be fine.
I'm gonna go bold prediction here. Jared will like this. The first touchdown of the game is going to be a pick 6 from Zach Bond.
That would be lit. We will not hear the end of that from Jared if that happens. Holy crap!
I'll be doing the Zach Bond celebration too. Every time I do a first celebration, it's the kiss of death.
I wouldn't make one.
Jahan Dotson. A bomb to Jahan Dotson.
That'd be nice. I'll keep it simple.
Actually, no. I think Shane go score first. Give me Omari and Hampton.
Okay. Saquon breaks off a long one to start, and then it'll be nice.
Saquon breaks a long one.
Deep to left. Thank God. Oh, wait. Baseball's going to be starting soon. We're in December now.
The winter meetings.
Winter meetings next week, yeah.
So is Zach Gallen
A's.
not signed by the Cubs? He is signed.
No, it was one of those Arson Judge thingy-majiggies.
I love that one. Arson Judge.
All I know is he's like, I want to come back to Arizona. You're too expensive for how shitty you are.
Damn.
Zach Gallen has.
He's not what he was a couple years ago.
Yeah, this is not the same. Zach Gallen had a no-hitter through 7.5 or 7 1/3 in the World Series a couple years ago.
My favorite moment. Oh, Byron Buxton, by the way, he will be playing for Team USA. Garrett Crochet will not, though. So is Roman Anthony. By the way, my favorite Diamondbacks moment on this show is when we always talk about Jordan Montgomery, how Jared gets so pissed.
Fat boy! I yelled at him at Fenway Park.
Oh, I mean, you're not wrong.
I was
fat.
8 rows from the bullpen. He started on. I'm like, "What up, fat boy?"
It doesn't make any sense that he wasn't good with Arizona because he was doing well in the small market teams like Kansas City, and then he was doing good in Texas. You would think Arizona would be perfect.
I don't know. Maybe it's the humidity makes the ball rise.
I can't wait for what big moves are gonna happen are coming for winter meet.
You guys remember when we got Corbin Burns last year? Nate texted me at 1:00 in the morning.
That's right. I was happy for you. Hell yeah.
I was happy too. And then he was terrible. I watched his debut in Arizona and in Yankee Stadium. He was okay. And then I watched him basically play hurt for the first half of the season, then go on the IR with Tommy John. I was like, this season is hell. And then I'm like, wait, we still almost have a shot at making the playoffs? What?
Nah, at least you're not me when the A's signed Shintaro Fujinami a few years ago.
You're like, Cuzzo!
Dude, I watched his press conference. I went to his first game. He was so good through 2 innings, and he allowed 6 in the third, and then he got pulled. And I was there, sitting in right field, and I saw that crap. And yeah, that was ugly. Never doing that again. Never.
All right,
again.
well, so all of us are leaning Eagles. First touchdown pitcher was Amari Hampton. Matt's was Zach Bond, defensive special teams. What is yours, Nate?
Saquon breaks off a 40-yarder.
Oh, that's right. Saquon
gets back on. Saquon. The belly up crew is split. It seems like Chargers and Eagles. We're the only Eagles choosers. Seems like. No, I think there's other Eagles choosers too, but
we're the only ones that are smart about this one. Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Yeah,
it seems like it.
No disrespect to all of our great,
I think everyone is. They're also rooting for our downfall. Shout out to Grizzly, rooting for our downfall. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, aside from bad rap references aside, this is the Korner Booth Podcast, episode 359. Nathan, thank you again for this great background.
More changes on the way, folks.
Also, happy Hanukkah, because I believe it starts this week, right? Thursday night?
Hanukkah's this week?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Hanukkah.
Christmas is 2 weeks away, which means our Christmas party is close too, boys and girls. The official date will be announced on our Instagram and Twitter and everything else soon. We thought we had a date, and then I had to reschedule some things. So we're finding a date. It'll be before Christmas, obviously. We always do a giveaway. We have some guests, do some fun,
Hanukkah's next Sunday, by the way.
I apologize. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good weekend. We'll see you Thursday. Hector Flores of Insert Name FC is back next Monday, of course. We do have our good friend Erica Renee Davis of Fox Sports 1 dropping by. We'll talk some pro football, some Georgia Bulldogs, college football playoff, a lot of it. All right. But have a good week, folks. We'll see you Thursday. Peace.
Tank for downs. Tanking for downs.